G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am back with another Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen guide, and this time I'm going to be showing you how to get a vendor or a shop that sells unlimited amounts of Conquerors Periapts, Pilgrims Charms, and also the Magnanimous Cloak. So the vendor we're talking about here is Fournival. Now you may know the name Fournival from one of the quests that happen pretty much just after you meet the Duke for the first time. You'll be given the task of trying to prove somebody's innocence or guilt in a trial. It's pretty obvious that he's a pretty shady dude, so your moral compass may be saying, let's get him guilty and let's just let the bastard fry. But it is very much in your interest to prove him innocent, because if you do, you'll get in the shop that I mentioned before. So to prove him innocent is actually quite an easy task. All you need to do is collect some affidavits and different pieces of evidence of people in the town. If you go into your quest menu and actually highlight the quest, it should show you pretty much all the places you need to go to collect said evidence. The only real danger here is that you only have 4 days once you undertake that quest, or I think even if you ignore it, you only have 4 days. If you sleep in the inn for 4 days straight and you do nothing about this, Fournival will be proven guilty. So you must get the evidence and give in at least a few pieces if you want him to be innocent. So most of the ones, like I said, are marked around the town, but one person of very much interest is Reynard in the middle of the town. He's kind of walking around with like a backpack on, and he will actually sell you fake affidavits and fake scripts of innocence, I guess. So you can buy as many of them off him as you can. I think you don't really need all that many pieces of evidence, so I wouldn't go overboard here and buy 10 or 20 off him. I bought 3 off him myself just because I don't know the specific number of pieces of evidence you need to prove Fournival innocent, but it really can't hurt. And they're quite cheap as well, they're only about 5,000 gold. Also, another one of note is an escort quest up in the Windbluff Tower. Now you can go up here and your task is to escort the witness all the way back to Grand Sorin. But thanks very much to the people watching my stream, they actually told me that instead of doing this escort, and this is true of any escort actually, instead of walking them all the way back to Grand Sorin, you can just use a fairy stone or the internal fairy stone, and you'll actually teleport with your charge all the way back to Grand Sorin. So that's going to save you a heap of trouble. Now, the only real piece of evidence that you want to avoid giving over is the gift ledger. This can actually help to prove Fournival guilty. So just leave out giving this one to the Duke's assistant. So when you've got enough evidence, all you're going to have to do is talk to the Duke's assistant. Unfortunately, you're going to need to hand over each piece of evidence individually, so it can be a bit of a pain, but yeah. So once you've submitted enough evidence to make yourself happy, then all you're going to have to do is either just continue on playing your game, or you can just rest up for 4 days if you want to push along the event. And to actually trigger it, you just have to sleep at the inn, and then when you walk out the door, or if you go into the middle of the square on that 4th day, then you will see the results of the trial. Once he has been proven innocent, all you have to do is go to the Noble Quarter and visit Fournival's house, and Fournival should be upstairs with his daughter, his oh so pleasant daughter, having dinner, and you can just talk to him and he should sell you pretty much anything you want. Now the Conquerors Periapt is very important for getting damage boosts in the game, and for them to be most effective you have to use 4 at once, so it might be a good idea to stock up on these, especially if you're going into New Game Plus, because you will actually lose Fournival as a vendor. Also, the Pilgrims Charms increases your XP gain by two times and your gold gain by 2 times, so it's really quite important too. As for the Magnanimous Cloak, it actually acts as a cloak that when you eat a restorative, 20% of whatever was restored to you actually goes onto your pawns as well, so it's a really good umbrella or a blanket type of healing effect, and it can be quite effective for saving on healing items for your pawns. So there you go guys, that is how to get a very good vendor in the game if you can ignore his guilt. So next time I'm going to be back with the Golden Idol guide. It can be a little bit touchy, I will say, and you're probably going to hate Fournival's daughter, but hopefully my guide will get you through that one. So if you did like this video and it helped you out, then please leave a thumbs up. If you got any comments or suggestions, then leave them in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. This has been Lemon Eating Cow. Moo.